systems are offline.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
All right, everyone, you're welcome to the Say It podcast, and it's been fire from episode 1 down to episode 2. I mean, I got a lot of replies and a lot of feedback from the last podcast, and Awards gave us hot last time, and a lot of people really learned. I got a lot of feedback from people, and same thing we're going to do today. We're going to give you hot on this episode the way it is always, right? You know right from episode 1 I've been giving you hot, and today's topic is going to be so great. Do remember, it's the Say It podcast with Victor the Prast. And before we go into the topic, before we unravel, we open the curtain for today, I have amazing people here joining us on the podcast. When I say celebrities, and they're also OAPs, I would call them personalities that they have influence in society because they do well using their job, and they are OAPs at the same time. So first of all, we have here Emmanuel Bisong, aka King Bisong. He's a radio presenter, a TV broadcaster, and believe me, he's a whole lot on the media field. Hello Bisong, welcome to the podcast.
Yes, happy to be here today, man. Victor, it's amazing. Say It podcast is going crazy.
I know Emmanuel Bisong as the man with the golden voice because I admire his voice so much. You guys, you just hear his voice. Yeah,
it's all good.
It's so great having you on the podcast. And I also have here with me, when you have this cat and dog relationship with someone on social media, yes, and believe me, she's somebody great. Also an OAP. We have Umo Ayo, aka
Mo Riches. Hi, Victor. It's
hello, Riches. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I couldn't wait for you to put the question.
Guys, I've been trying to get Umo to come on the podcast for some time now, and there've always been disappointment. Like the last podcast, she was expected to be here.
You're making it look as if I'm a difficult person. I'm not a difficult person.
But actually, you're a celebrity, so celebrities have things that occupy them.
I'll take
he
that.
goes to meet the secretary.
Okay. It's a great delight to do this with you,
so it's
Victor.
great having you today on the podcast. Of course, I've been waiting. There's this fire that comes out of Umo. We're going to get that fire today, but away from Umo, we have someone, she actually gave us the fire in the last episode.
She's smoking,
I got a lot of feedback from the way she elaborated on some things. And believe me, she's great. She's also my partner in crime at work.
We have EFCC here?
Please, I don't want the FCC coming after.
All right, so her name is Awatenta, aka the radio champ. Hello, Awat.
Hi,
welcome
Victor.
again to the podcast. And you guys remember I told you Awat is going to be a familiar voice here on the podcast. Awat,
a
how
very
do you
familiar
feel?
voice. I'm feeling so excited. I couldn't wait for today's episode. Like when you just dropped the question, I was like, I sure got you, bro, on this one. You don't need to say much.
All right, I can see that Awat is also ready to give us high spirits, and everybody here has high spirits actually.
Very high.
Fully
So
loaded.
to unravel the topic for today, what we're going to talk about for today, to unravel it, to bring on the mystery.
Not the topic, but
The topic, this topic is a topic that it affects society nowadays. It's something that it has brought concern to a lot of people. So we're going to elaborate on this topic, and the topic is Yahoo boys, Yahoo money, the impact of fraudsters in societies. And Yahoo boys is not a new thing. I mean, all of us here know about Yahoo boys. I mean, the way Bisong is smiling.
He's a suspect right now.
Are you serious?
The way he's
You
smiling,
never
he's
know.
smiling like someone that relates with a lot of Yahoo boys. So
they are everywhere
this
now.
thing you say, talking from experience.
Smiling from experience.
I see.
Exactly.
I hear you.
So we're going to be talking about Yahoo boys, Yahoo.
Okay.
The impact of fraudsters in society. Of course, we know that Yahoo means fraud. Yahoo boys are fraudsters. Internet fraudsters.
Yeah,
That's why
sorry,
they're called
Victor.
Yahoo.
I'm not cutting you, but let me comment that when we say Yahoo, I think a Yahoo has to do with the means of which they carry out this activity. That's
but
where that name is
why
derived.
it's called Yahoo is because Yahoo is Yahoo is actually a search engine, not just a search engine.
Like email.
That's what I was about to say. Whether who remembers when they say www.yahoo.com.
Exactly. So now the reason why they were tagged Yahoo boys. That's because scam fraud.
Yeah, internet.
But, but because it has to do with the internet. I mean, internet fraudsters. They generally this term generally covers individuals or people, involved in cybercrime or activities that take place on the internet, that are fraudulent. You get, and they participate or they carry out vicious activities, like hacking, scamming people, phishing and the rest. Yeah. So, what do you think about Yahoo Boys? First of all, let's listen to Awat. What do you think about Yahoo Boys in general? Just, what do you think about
it? Don't cast last. Now everybody go chop breakfast.
Now every Yahoo boy will chop breakfast.
Yeah, those boys are on their toes to give you breakfast. They just come into your life.
What? Can I come in there? Why is it that
sounds
the
very
first thing?
Exactly.
I mean, the first thing she says about Yahoo Boys is the fact
from the side
that
of
you get breakfast.
experience.
I don't understand.
Yeah, getting breakfast is what if you're scammed? Like with your hard-earned money,
she's almost crying.
Now. Let's leave the aspect of relationship and the rest. Like you had money for your fees and then somebody's coming to scam you. You have to have breakfast because you have entered Yawa, you have entered one chance.
So are you trying to say that Yahoo Boys are cooks actually of breakfast?
They cook breakfast to serve people, they dupe people of their rights and everything. And I don't find that funny because I've had several encounters of somebody coming into my DM telling me he has this thing I should pay money that they'll credit me back. Like who does that?
50K to get 200K.
Yes, who does that? Why do I even have the 50K to pay first? Let's start with that.
All right, away from our now, let's listen to you, King B. What do you think about these Yahoo Boys? Like, what can you just get out there?
I think for me, I feel like they're very smart people.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
they're actually smart. What they call sharp guy moves.
Yeah, they're very smart people, and if you talk with any of them, I think almost every Nigerian who is a youth has a friend or knows somebody who is a Yahoo guy.
Yeah, that point is true.
Right? Yeah, and if you observe them well enough, they are all very intelligent. They are very motivated.
That's what they use to coordinate their scam and
their intelligence. And I mean all these positives, it's still very sad to know that it's being used negatively.
Exactly.
They ruin lives. Exactly. Like I think it was recently I heard a story where someone said there was a particular man's daughter who was more like crippled. She was on the chair. And the girl's father was a very wealthy guy, a Chinese guy, very wealthy. So this Yahoo boy targeted this girl. The girl fell in love with the guy. The girl would always send him money. It got to the point where the girl literally sold her wheelchair to send money to this guy. Wow. And guess what happened eventually? She died.
Because of the breakfast, like I was saying.
Just like I said, breakfast.
So someone in the family now sent the last message to the person who was duping the person, saying, "So now you've killed my sister. You're happy now." So these guys are heartless, but yet at the same time highly intelligent.
Yeah,
right,
very, very
heartless. King B Song. Now we'll go to your Umo, because Umo, before the podcast began, she has been dragging my shirt and she has a lot of points and she has been all
energy that
I hope so.
So let's get what's your perspective on Yahoo Boys, Yahoo Boys and Yahoo Money?
Yeah, just like what Bisong said earlier, they are actually highly intelligent and skilled because for someone to be able to work on your psyche, then that person must be very smart.
They're sharp guys.
Yeah, and it's so sad too that with this level of intelligence and knowledge, they are channeling it into doing negative things. And those people, I don't know, I was almost like a victim of this Yahoo guy,
Wow.
I know that. I think a few months ago, a white guy chatted me over my social media page.
White guys are chatting.
Just like what you said, telling me how beautiful I am, how much he loves me, like he wants to marry me,
So wait, when you say you're almost, that means you were falling for it?
No. I'm
I'm stealing for it. Okay, you fell for it. You actually fell for it. You fell for it.
Almost
check out her face right now. I wish you guys could see her face right now.
My friend in school was a victim of this, so I learned from my experience.
Okay, so how?
So this guy was like asking, "Do you have an Apple product?
Yeah.
An Apple laptop? Do you
their
have
usual
this? Do you have
routine.
that?" And I was like, "I
But that
don't."
method has casted though.
And I said I don't, and he was like, "So what are we going to be using in communicating? I need to see your face. We need to do video calls, So never mind. I'm going to get you that." So he started snapping and sending me like sample of this devices,
Yes.
asking me to choose. And
Color
I was so
everything.
smart. I asked him, what's your name? When he mentioned his name, I checked him up on Facebook. After showing me all these stuffs and asked me if I was interested, I told him, yes. I said, okay, don't worry, I'm going to send them down to you. Where do you base? I mentioned where I stayed. I'm in Nigeria, Cross River State, Calabar, precisely. So, okay, after like few days, he said, okay. He sent me receipts carrying my names and everything, like the papers and everything.
This guy's a
I was
sharp guy.
Yeah,
surprised.
it's good,
Like
though.
my name. And okay, don't worry. He said, okay, I've sent this.
And you actually told him your full name. How did you get your full name?
Because
She
she was
told you
interested in the conversation.
No. My friend
She
told
was-
me
she
this.
was-
I
she
was
was
just
in
playing
the
along.
flow.
I wanted to let
She
this
wanted
guy.
Just in case
I
it's
wanted to
real.
let this
Yeah.
guy know that
In
he
case
has-
it's real.
Yes. I just wanted to know that I'm a smart
case,
girl
in
too.
But
you
what
know?
if it was real, actually?
No, it can't be real because I checked him on social media and I did not see such name.
What if the person is not on social media?
Forget
I mean,
it.
he has,
Forget
he,
it.
he,
Forget
he
it.
has so much
No.
money. He doesn't go public.
Exactly.
That's
public life.
possible, you know that. So after everything, he said, "Don't worry, I've sent this thing. Okay, your goods have landed international airport Abuja. So what you need to do is to send 10,000 naira. So
The moment they just start asking you for
10,000
money, just
naira,
know
you
they
know.
are scammed.
So that was when I told the guy, wow, you should be a very cheap Yahoo guy, you know. 10,000 naira should, like, I mean, why are you this cheap? I was expecting millions, but sorry, you have.
But you know, if they
reminds me
get
of my
that
experience
10,000
with
naira
them.
from like 20 people, come
Oh,
on,
it's
that's a good
something,
sum
you
of
know, but
money.
you can't get
The
it from me,
experience
you
I
know.
have with them is whenever I observe it, what I do is I just follow them up.
I did though, like.
I'll follow them up.
I
And
followed
when I
him up,
follow
you
them
know.
up, I will now make them know that I
They
knew
are
from the
foolish,
beginning that they
guys.
were fraudsters.
Yeah.
I don't just unfriend them. I unfriend, block,
block,
unfollow.
And everything.
I clear you out completely. That's why I actually limited my social media to not taking in people I do not know. Because these Yahoo guys, and
yeah.
those guys, when they have your phone number,
They can
my God.
undo and do.
I think once they use an account of my friend
Yeah.
to ask for my number, and as at that time, I just had that principle of don't send any phone number on Facebook.
Yeah.
If anybody wants your phone number,
I should call you.
let the
privately.
person send me the person's number.
I'll
I'll call
the
you.
person.
So the next thing I knew, the account was asking for my phone number. I was like, okay,
is
oh
this
sorry,
person?
I did not want to be harsh, just in
Yeah,
case it was still my friend.
yeah.
So I was like, oh sorry, I don't give out my phone number on social media. So what will happen is just send yours to me. And the next thing I knew, as at that time I dropped my phone. When I took up my phone, the girl sent me friend request. I was shocked. I was like, So by the time I accepted, I went and she said somebody hacked her account.
And then
You see
these
the-
guys, they
the
just have
procedure.
That
different
happened to my
methods.
They have
friends.
different
called-
methods.
Yeah,
now,
they have so many.
Now, coming to this part, many people said they go into Yahoo because of the status of the nation, because of depression, because poverty and the rest.
Depression?
So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Yahoo? Do you think that it's actually good for guys to go into Yahoo, or do you think
No,
that
no.
it's just a desperate?
It's a
measure?
desperate
It's
measure.
a desperate measure, you know. Just like what we've said before, these guys are skill and talent. So what happened if you channel the skill and talent into doing something?
And you know the funny thing? The funny thing is, if
positively in
they
the
those same
society.
time they spend, because most times they can
They
spend
don't
about
sleep.
one full day on the
You
phone.
get.
If they
Don't
spend that
sleep.
particular time on
You
something,
get.
they'll earn more than that Yahoo. You get? You see Yahoo
Maybe.
guys. Yahoo guys.
They don't
See,
sleep, oh.
Yahoo guys.
Ah.
You think that the moment they start the first day, they start getting money?
Nah.
Those
They
guys,
have
they
to
wait for a
suffer
long
to
time.
work on
They have
someone's psyche,
patience. If they can use that same method, having patience for that long time, if they can use that time to wait, I believe that they can make something of their life rather than go into scamming and fraudulent
Now,
activities.
okay, Victor, now this is it. What I think and my advice to every young guy out there. I do say this to every young person I come across to.
Yes.
Life is not a competition. You get involved in all those things when you start seeing life as a competition. They're competing. This person has gotten to this level. I'm not there. This person has achieved this. And I want to be like this person.
What about somebody who doesn't have any other option? Like the person is not educated, the person
Now, there's one thing you
has
have to know.
tried.
There's no how you can go into Yahoo. You cannot go into Yahoo except you are skilled in Yahoo. And Yahoo is
you're
not
going
an
to
option.
Yahoo to learn. First of all, you have to learn how to do it. You can't go into
Exactly.
it.
And
Why
see-
not use that time you used to learn the Yahoo
Yes.
instead to learn something that will be productive?
See, funny enough,
I think
most of
it's
the
okay.
people that goes into this Yahoo are computer science students.
No.
No, most of
It's
them
not
are
all
IT
of them.
experts.
I don't think so.
No, it's not all.
I feel like most
That's why
of
we
the
said
guys.
most of them.
Most of them,
Most
yeah.
of them, yeah.
They are tech experts,
Tech
and that's why they
experts.
do internet.
I don't
fraud.
really think so. They are just people who know that this is a means of getting money, and they have probably looked at themselves and they've seen the results. People are driven by results, right? So you okay. So you think about it. Okay, I want to begin a business in the next 2 weeks, next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 1 year. I'm making maybe like 100k profits every month. I'm trying to build my business. That's the struggle. But then guess what? Your friend comes around in a new car, and you just hear that this guy just cashed out like 30M. When did he start this thing? 2 weeks back, or 3 weeks, or 1 month back. And you're like, guy, this is a quicker way. I think it's a quick fix.
Yeah, I guess
They
get trained for
They
it.
actually think
They
that
get
it's a
trained.
They get
You know,
trained for
they
it.
think
some
that
are
it's a quick
literal
way.
illiterate.
They actually think that it's
And
a
they
quick
get
way, but
trained.
they forget about the repercussions in future. You get? And now,
What kind of repercussions?
bro, you don't know the repercussions of.
See,
You know that
I'm
there
just
are
asking.
a lot of repercussions.
It's
First of all,
possible,
sometimes they go mad. You get?
That's when they go
And
That's
straight
when
to
they
the
go to the plus.
Now,
Now,
that brings
excuse
us
me.
to talking about the
Now,
different types
can we
of
just talk about
Yahoo.
the stages
stages
of the Yahoo
of this
before we go
Yahoo,
into this?
yes.
Now, we have Yahoo, Yahoo Plus, and even the one I saw recently, I was so shocked. Yahoo Minus.
I've
Yeah.
heard about that
Now,
one.
do you know
Minus
that? Do you know that the basic Yahoo? You cannot just stay satisfied with the basic Yahoo. Do you know
Yeah.
that? It
It
takes
depends
the
on how
grace of
smart you
God
are.
For somebody to give
to
him a-
live in just the basic Yahoo. Like you
Yeah.
just said, okay, somebody is, just trying to, work to meet,
Yeah.
you get, and then the next thing your friend is coming and, I get money easier this way. Same thing with the Yahoo boys. I mean, the ones that don't do the plus,
Yeah.
the one that just get, the moment they find out that there's a means of getting more, you get, they now enter into this plus.
Yeah. See, I just feel the Yahoo is just the normal one where they tell you bring 10k to
It's
get
just
this
the,
one. Yeah,
the normal
it's just the
internet
normal one.
fraud
And
whereby they
then
do it without
the-
any.
They still make
Yeah.
millions.
Yeah.
They still make millions from the basic
It's
one.
very hard
They
before
make
you
it
get
hard.
it.
It is very hard.
It depends on how the person is
No,
smart.
it's
It depends on the person's
the
tools.
Yahoo Plus. I guess they use jazz.
I think
So
the Yahoo,
when you're
yes,
jazz,
no, if it's
in
Yahoo Plus,
conversation,
they don't
while you're
metaphysical.
chatting, you might
listen,
not know when
they
you
use
lose
the
your
modern
senses.
form of what we call talk and follow.
They
You
go
know those days where
metaphysical,
people just
right?
So
use
you're
those things and
just
then when they talk to you
charmed.
on the road, the next thing you
You're-
give them your money or you get all those kind of
Yeah,
things.
so that's where they get it. But if
When
it's
you're
the
not a
basic,
child of God.
yeah, when is the minus the child of God? When is the basic Yahoo?
Wow,
It's hard before they get money.
Why would a child of God first of all be looking for a way to date somebody that you have not met before? You just go online, you are looking for woman online, and then the next thing you just know, you are chatting one random person, and the next thing you just start talking about, because that's what they do. You just meet this person and you just start talking about irrelevant things.
Have you met a child of God who is a woman and she's 40?
And she's so desperate. Like, she want to get married. You shouldn't be that desperate as a child
Actually.
of God, Like, you're open for anything.
This
You're open for
is a very funny
anything.
point, right?
You're open for anything.
so this song just
question
played the
is-
40 card.
Now, big song. The question is, why should a child of God stay up till that or stay till that age without
Things happen,
getting married?
life happens sometimes.
She kept herself on the mountain.
She was keeping herself for the
But there's
Lord.
nothing wrong. Do you know that there's nothing wrong? Because people actually take precautions. It's better than going into a marriage that you come out of. And so you won't tell me that, because
She was
you
waiting
want
for
to
the
get
right
married
person.
and all
Or
those
Mr.
kind
Right.
of things.
Mr.
Or
Right.
Mr. Right.
Okay.
You get,
Now
I don't
Yahoo
think
guy is a Mr. Right.
I mean, I see people, they get married to Yahoo boys, and before you know, they give birth to the first child. Boom, the child is gone. Give birth to the second child.
gone?
You know,
Yes, they use it to
they use this
package,
Yahoo
yeah.
thing to just package the whole ritual song to
Yeah.
say to not see more kanayo issue.
It's just the name they use.
No, I'm just saying, the whole concept is kanayo and ritual.
Place
know.
in movies, yeah.
You get, there's this whole concept
Kanayo,
with kanayo and ritual.
Rituals,
So they
yeah.
don't want, if they bring it that way, people will be scared.
Yeah,
But
people
nice.
But the woman is just like, let's say, hook up. It's just like hook up. The whole garnishing of hook up, not bringing out the real picture to hook up. That's just the same thing we're talking about here. So now, this Yahoo is just like a packaged ritual.
Oh, wow.
Now Yahoo Plus.
Exactly.
Wow.
A ritual scam.
Yahoo Plus, yeah.
You get.
Okay.
So the moment they get into Yahoo Plus, most of them find it hard to get out. I see videos, and you know the next thing, they now start using people.
Yeah.
There are a lot of, in fact, there've been lots of news about when guys or Yahoo boys use a lot of girls for ritual. And This brings us to a particular point.
Okay.
The vulnerability is ladies.
Yeah, I think let's ask the girls, like, why do girls fall for Yahoo boys? Even when they know.
Even when they know, most of them know. There's no how you will see a particular sign that this guy is a Yahoo boy.
The whole fact is, they want to live above their peers and above their budget. Like I said in the last episode, my cousin, she had basically nothing to do. But you find that with all this fancy phone, an iPhone 13 Pro.
Yes.
Where did you get it from?
Because every girl now, if you observe, King B, every girl now wants to use an iPhone.
Yes.
And they don't want to use the average iPhone they can afford. Let's now leave the fact that they want to use an iPhone. They don't want to use the one they can actually afford. But they want to live large. 13.
They want to live
iPhone
large.
13 Pro.
They want to wear frontal of about 500k.
You
get
when
they can't
bone
afford
straight.
That's what I'm talking
and the average
about.
guy cannot afford those things.
The competitive lifestyle.
Yeah, and then at the end of it, the four victims, they get killed. Like, I've had MC Koboko coming out several times to warn the ladies on all these hookup things, but you see, we ladies, they would see this and they'll be like, that's her own part, now her luck be that.
No, there's this trending video. I don't know if you guys saw this thing. There's this trending video that was going viral on social media about a girl who had something to do with a Yahoo guy, and after some few months, she was bleeding, maggots, and you guys. And I have this one. Like, this one happened to a lady in Calabar. She had a hookup with a Yahoo guy. So the guy promised to pay her 50,000 naira. Yeah. So she got to the hotel. She undressed and she ordered everything, as in she ordered and she was eating. Yeah. She was eating and the guy was busy making calls. So after eating and everything, she relaxed, expecting the guy to come to her. So the guy sat on the bed, looked at the girl and told the girl, sorry, what I needed from you has already been taken.
I've heard that.
It happened to a lady in Calabar South.
I heard that.
What I needed from you has already been taken by another person.
The lady has already
you are useless.
of your horizon.
But he still paid the money.
So now ask the lady, I promised to give you 50,000 naira. Yeah. She said yes. So the guy gave the lady 100,000. And then he was like, the money was nothing.
What is the worth of the money when you find out that you're actually now useless?
The guy now told the lady,
your potential has been taken. That's just what the guy meant.
So the guy was like,
because there was something he was looking for. It was not there. So there was that void that is in her. So let's say that she was just walking emptiness. Yes. You get. So how would you even think of the money?
So now he told the lady the only way you can get that thing back is for you to locate the guy. And she can't, because she has been going around with random guys.
Like, you don't know the particular person.
You don't know the particular person.
And she doesn't know what is this thing that this person has taken out on.
The problem I have is most of them, they actually see signs, because there's no how you'll be in this thing full time and you will not see signs. Yes. And most of them, we have what we call hookup girls.
Yes,
I'm not trying to be controversial here.
Yes,
girls.
Girls that with Kayamata, when they jump those kind of people, they're Kayamata.
So now, those particular pro
sound very experienced.
That's because I read a lot and those kind of
those pro hookup girls, those pro hookup girls, they're people that immediately they see these people, they know. But they just feel like, let me just take that chance. After all, people have been, you get.
Yeah,
most of them, they know, but most times, they just want to go in, and the next thing we know, we see naked ladies walking around the street. Why?
Yeah, man.
I think girls of today need to be very careful, because I remember during my NYC, I won't call it the state, but it's a place people quite know when it comes to Yahoo. I remember out of the campus, I had so many, I saw and I heard so many stories about a girl that was just dropped, and next thing the girl began to act mad. Right, I know going back home to during my NYC, there was this guy that was by the roads that he was mad. Yes. And people were like, this guy is mad because it's more like serving time.
Yes.
Some people go mad deliberately.
I've actually seen
after a year, money begins to come.
Exactly.
And things like, real talk.
Some of them, they lie in coffin for months.
They'll behave mad, and then this kind of mad people, they don't eat from the dustbin. There's one I know, during my street, I passed my house.
They'll be packing pad.
He does not pack pad. He will see you, he tell you, buy me bread, buy me Pepsi. One person demanding for bread and Pepsi. He begs for money.
So, the whole Yahoo initiative, it affects. Yes, it's actually
that's why I get very scared giving money out, because you don't know whether their means is to get money, and that money they are getting your destiny.
Now, check it out.
No,
now it has brought a lot of
I just thought you never buy you something.
Put a great toll on the Nigerian guys and young guys for that matter. For instance, let's say from 15, 14 sometimes 16, you see them, they want to go, they admire these guys. And we know of one very prominent Yahoo boy that recently got arrested, Hush Puppy. And
Yes.
all of us here know the kind of influence
Fresh
that
guy.
Hush Puppy. We know the influence that
He's
Hush
influential,
Puppy
Odogu.
has
Chairman.
in the whole of Nigeria. You get, the guy influenced a lot of young people.
Yeah.
You get, like, how would I put it? You know, people look up to him
He's their
because of
mentor.
this whole. You get, like I want to say,
their
he's their
mentor.
mentor. They look up to him. Now, is it actually right for this kind of thing to, you know, to be something that is prominent? You know, something that people start looking up to this year, because a lot of guys now look up to Yahoo boys. Same thing with girls. They expect their boyfriends that are not yet Yahoo guys to go into this Yahoo thing. What do you guys think about it?
Well, I just guess everything boils down to the economy of the country.
You don't blame that on the economy,
you cannot
please.
blame that on the
You don't
economy
blame
because
that on the
you still
economy.
have
Let me-
choices.
you
Other
see how
people live on. You know, other people still live in the same economy
But do you know that
because using
there's
another
this-
person.
There's a same person in power that said that if he should come in power, he would applaud the Yahoo boys because it's not easy to use your intellectual property to work hard.
That's
to
why
get
we
something.
say they are highly intelligent.
Yes.
They are
So-
highly intelligent. I believe that if
Just
they were to
see
put that, apply that
everything.
same effort.
And also, you know, society is
Living
built.
above your budget and
Society is built around a model which makes everyone to want to be like
Somebody.
not just somebody now, but the person who seems to have the highest value.
Yes.
So, for example, everybody wants to be a Dangote because
Yeah.
Dangote is like the
and it's
example of
everywhere
wealth.
Yeah.
Do you understand? When the girl is going into music as a girl, she probably wants to be like Tiwa or wants to be like Beyonce, the next
Exactly.
Beyonce. Why? Because that's like the highest example.
You know,
of
they
success.
have money, and
that
you know, they
field.
live luxurious lives.
Exactly.
You
So,
get.
I would even blame this whole thing on the young person who knows what to do but is lazy.
it's
Yeah.
lazy, exactly.
Because there are no enough examples of people who are doing legit stuff
Yeah.
and are successful because they worked really hard and they put their faith and trust in God. Now, we don't have those people. Those people who know the right things to do oftentimes don't work as hard as much. They don't work that much. They don't work that hard. You won't see a normal guy who is a good boy, working, who knows what to do, blah, 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 staying up at night working at his craft. You won't see that happen.
Yes.
Do you understand? So, but the guys who are willing to go that far are the ones who are, unfortunately, in our conversation, the guys who are doing legal stuff. Now, that's why you find that lots of people are beginning to go into tech. I mean, when I mean tech, I mean
The
legit.
Full-time IT experts.
IT experts, programmers, and everything. That wave is getting a lot higher and getting a lot more intense because there are more people who are showing results, and the results are attractive.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, somebody gets to be paid $5,000 in a month working from some small room in Calabar,
Exactly.
legitly because he's working with a company abroad. So the more of those examples we get to see, the sooner there'll be a shift.
Yeah,
But
there'll be a
until
shift.
those who know what to do wake
Move
up,
very fast.
work hard, and get money, society would always go towards those who are the most, in quotes,
But
successful.
what do you think about, you know, sometimes pressure drive these guys to these things? Like we have parental pressure and also the one that is inexcusable. That I'm not sure that it is even an excuse for them. You know, it's pressure from most of their girlfriends. So now, what do you think? First of all, from the parent, you know, parental pressure. You know, a parent always telling the child, "Look at you." Other parents are doing. You get. Like, I know people that they will say, this person got, you know, this guy got a car for his dad. Look at you.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know
here.
some
Yeah,
parents
so what do you
do
think
that.
about that?
I know some parents. So this
pressure,
actually
pressure,
goes. Yes,
Because
this
I believe
actually
that
goes
that
out
pressure
to
from
parents
parents
too.
also cause this.
Yeah,
and
because
it goes a long way.
This actually goes to some parents too, because parents who like comparing their words to other. Have you seen this one? See
Yes.
what he has achieved,
Yes.
and by so doing, you're pushing that child into doing what he or she is not supposed to do.
But you know,
get?
another thing also that pressures them is oppression. Like we said before, you know, you just feel oppressed. You see somebody, you know, this person has
Oppression,
money.
I'm
I be like,
oppressed me.
you know,
Don't
just one.
oppress
And you know,
me.
one thing with our generation is we don't like to suffer small.
Yeah, but we
Get-
want to
we
get
don't like
there.
to suffer. You know, in order to get a reward, you have to apply force.
There are sacrifices.
And you have to use energy to apply that force. Some part of energy has to be gone from you. But people don't believe that. They just believe that, you know, it is just meant for somebody to just have money.
See, I think it brings me back to what I just said. People believe that, but there are no enough examples of that in society. See, examples are very powerful. The reason why we have high divorce
is it that there are no much examples, or those examples are not, those people that have lived by that example are not highlighted in society or applauded?
It's part of it.
Because people need something that's quick, and people, they need something they can see, rather.
Huh?
Yes, they need something.
Okay, rather, okay.
They need quick stuff that they can see.
Yeah, I agree with you. Anyway, it's just quite very sad though, because also I think girls too are a big problem in this whole thing. Because
actually, he's not being controversial. He's trying to
I'm
aim at a point.
Trying to be, I'm not even trying to be
Gender bias?
whatever. No. What I mean is, if girls today say they want to follow guys who earnestly work hard, this thing will change.
Exactly.
I'm telling you the gospel truth.
Because nobody now wants to marry the boy that goes to church and spends time in church and then comes back, goes to his ordinary job. Nobody wants to marry a guy that is not funny.
That's
not what I'm saying.
Now, and you as a guy, you know what is right and you know what is wrong. Why do you allow a girl to push you into doing what you're not supposed to do?
But you know that nobody now, all of them, nobody wants to marry a guy, that is, they need somebody that brings quick cash, millionaire, talking like,
That's not true.
It's both sides.
It's both sides, because it's out of your own greed that made you go into that aspect, and it's out of the girl's own greed that's now making her follow you. And I also believe that no matter
how the pressure is, if you don't want to do it, you won't do it.
Yes.
So every person that went into Yahoo, you don't have a reason.
It's
from your greed.
It's from your greed.
No matter, you won't say depression. No. It's from you. It's from your greed.
You choose to.
Exactly. It was your choice. You're given a choice.
You choose
either to live and walk out life with God, or to go
it's
to
that
the
mindset of getting fast money that pushed you into depression and
the
pushed
mindset
you
of
into
wanting to be like your friend. Your friend
Exactly.
has gotten this thing, you want to get it. It is that mindset that push you into doing Yahoo.
Sorry, guys. Our time is fast spent. But before we go, can we just, each of you, can you just advise, a word of advice, to the youths or aspiring Yahoo boys? Who knows? A word or two might change someone's mind. So, what can you say to advise them? Let's start from you more.
Okay, there is this thing I love saying, that no one can drive you crazy if you don't give the person the key. So everything is all about you as an individual. You don't allow anyone to pressurize. You have those skills. I mean, you are talented. Why not channel the skill and talent into doing something positive?
Use the same energy, right?
Yes, bringing about positive change in your society and impacting on the society positively, because I mean, this thing has repercussion. You get so. Why earn money that you don't? Okay, you have money, you don't have peace of mind. You don't have peace of mind. You have money, and you're always watching out for EFCC or one security agency coming after you.
Or even the plus guys that actually watch out for spiritual attacks.
So I think the best thing to do, man, is to channel the energy into doing something positive and into building your society. Because Yahoo has a repercussion. It will surely hit you if you're into it. So please, if you have been doing it before, this is the time for you to do a U-turn.
Exactly.
If not, you will have yourself to blame in the future.
All right,
so
thank you very much,
Umar
Riches. How about you, Awat? What do you have to say? What do you have to say?
I just keep it simple, and I say, if you can't afford something, don't go for it.
Simple.
Because do you know the dangers you put out there to the people you dupe? First of all, they have kids, they have parents. What if someone dies in the process?
And
what if someone has stroke and can't come out of it? So what you can't afford, just keep it there. And to the girls out there that go after these Yahoo boys, think of your life. What if you die in the process? Just what you can't afford, don't go for it. That's what I would always say. And don't allow any peer pressure you. Even if the pressure is getting worse, keep it down.
Let no one pressure you. All right, how about you, King B?
Okay, for me, I think basically.
By the way, you'll have to listen to the golden voice at least.
Even not
take any advice, the lady's voice.
Take the advice from the golden voice.
Cool it down.
Let's hear it from you,
Okay, so very importantly though, I think for me it's probably very simple. Every action has its consequences.
Yes.
It's fact. It's reality. That's the way the universe works. That's the way God works. So if you're going to steal from somebody, if you're going to do anything that's ritualistic in nature or spiritual, there will be the force of karma that will come after you. You might think you're just chilling for the moment, but trust me, okay, so for example, like you're going to do something, and then what happens? You can enjoy it for the next 6 years of your life, or have all the money in the world, and then to go beyond that 6 years, you have to now renew your sacrifice. Next thing you know, you're going for your parents, you're going for your child, you're going for one thing, you do all that, and all that.
You get married later.
You will just never really end well. That's the truth. But if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to believe in God, take God very seriously.
Yep.
I take God very seriously. I don't joke with God. Right?
Pastor,
because it's spiritual.
No, that's the way.
He's the highest of all spirits.
Yes, he's
Heaven
the
Do you
is
highest.
go.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna really work hard and do the best you can by the grace of God to be an upright person, right? No one is perfect, but you can try. So certainly you will see results. Just really work hard. There's nobody who has made it that would never tell you that they did not work hard. They did work
Even
hard.
the Yahoo boys.
Funny thing is, even the
Work
Yahoo
hard.
guys, right?
Energy and time.
They have to spend a lot of
if you're going
time.
negative spiritual, you will make sacrifices, and you will hurt yourself. You give yourself whatever it is you have to give. If you go on the positive, you will still do the same thing. So why not just do the right thing on the positive side
At
and
once,
make heaven. And enjoy your life on earth. Sleep in peace.
Sleep in peace, right?
Honestly,
Mind.
I mean, put
right.
the work, and you get results. There's no ways around it.
Wow, it's been fire in here. I mean, anybody right now that was aspiring to be a Yahoo boy and still goes into it after listening to this, man, bro, it's your fault. It's really your fault because you have heard a lot from what these three individuals, these three celebrities, from their different perspective, have brought together to say. I think your podcast is a church program. So youths out there, just think about the fact that the same energy you use to put into Yahoo, you can use it to put into other things and then get results. And just forget about this whole wanting to make money easy thing, because there's no easy way of doing these things apart from following God. So our time is fast spent, and it had King B, Emmanuel Bisong, aka His Royal Majesty King Bisong, and believe me, I said before, he's a broadcaster, and as a matter of fact, my guests today are just broadcasters. I have Awat Entire, aka the radio champion. I also have Umo Ayo, aka Mo Riches here. And do remember, you can follow them on their social media handles. Awat?
Yeah, you could follow me on Facebook at Awat Nta and on Instagram at Lowindanta. It's spelled LOWINDANTA123.
You have NT in your username. All right.
Yeah.
How about you, King B?
Instagram, King Bisong. I think that's, and Facebook, Emmanuel Bisong.
All right.
Okay, Instagram is pretty you. Then on Twitter, Riches Ayo. On Facebook, Umo Ayo.
All right. Now, do remember, you can catch the podcast every week. We're always releasing an episode every week. We're always releasing an episode every Tuesday of every week. Don't miss out on it. So now you can follow us on Spotify. We have our podcast channel is there on Spotify, and we also have our YouTube channel, which is the Say It Podcast. Even on Spotify too, it's also Say It Podcast. If you want to follow me, my Instagram handle is official Prast. So just still stay tuned. We're going to bring you a lot of amazing topics and a lot of amazing people like the ones we had here today. So we're going to say bye for now, and just anticipate the next episode next week. Bye.